Amazing. So, everybody, welcome to another great episode of our Sunday webinars. Today, I'm going to talk about a very important topic that a lot of people don't know about, and it's the response rate system. How to turn cold outreach into real conversation. That is the topic of today. So, let me just quickly full screen this. Okay, I think this looks better, right? Okay, a lot of people have a problem making the connection because we have taught you in the free challenge on how to start communicating with other people. But today I want to talk about the exact four-step system to transform those cold outreach into meaningful conversation. And everything starts with the initial outreach because a lot of people are reporting they get low response rate, and how we can increase this response rate, especially when you send connection. The standard is 40%. If you get anything less than 40%, you have to work on it. And if you get more than 40%, that's a good news because that means you're on the right path. But what is the four-step response rate system? This is a system that it's repeatable. You can do consistently over and over again to get results. So it starts with uh, diverse approaches. I always tell people, do not test the same script on everybody. You have to have a diverse approach, and you have to test different outreach messages. We give you that on the CCM course. We give you exactly a template and different bullet points that you can test and you can use, because everything will be working differently for different people. And then you have to track every message and outcome meticulously. We have a tracker for that, and we show you exactly how you can track these responses. And this is actually in any system that you do. Like, even if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, if you're looking for a job, you need to be able to track your systems. It's in incoming message or outgoing or outreach. If you don't track it, you have no way to improve it. We always say in engineering, I'm coming from process engineering, system engineering, industrial. We always say, if you cannot measure it, you cannot improve it. So it's a fundamental part of our program that would teach you how to track this and analyze things so you can measure it, and then you can improve the constraint that you have in the system. And uh, as a rule of thumb, we always say, for LinkedIn, you send 20 messages and then test that data to see if you want to improve it or go to the next step. Okay, so analyze data after every 20 cents, and then repeat and compound, because you have to iterate this experiment for continuous small improvement. If you don't iterate, you don't get anywhere. And a lot of people start on the free community, they get excited, they do the things, but they stop. And that's what we solve. The stopping. The information is not the problem, the execution is the problem. A lot of people stop because they don't have a way to track these things, or they get the, this the they get unmotivated after a while. And we fix that in the mastermind. When you join the mastermind, we have weekly calls, and on the weekly calls, we measure things and we make sure you're on the track with all your KPIs. Also, we have a tracker, and soon we're gonna have your like a buddy or coaches that can ensure that you're doing your things properly. So that's the whole approach. So how do we do that? Like, step one, you create three outreach approaches. Approach A: ask an intelligent question about the company opportunity. So if there's an opportunity, you ask an intelligent question about that. Approach B: you recognize a meaningful achievement or creation. If you find that person is uh, having an achievement or posting about something, a milestone, you recognize that. The recognition is very important, especially in the networking. And approach C is lead with genuine shared connection or interest. You need to do some research on that person and find out about their interest, and send message about their interest. Talk about the interest. Talk about, if you have a shared connection, especially people in mastermind learn how to do this systematically, you will have a lot of shared connections. So you that is open the door for you to talk about those shared connections. Very important to Do that. Then step two is to build your networking command center. Okay. Track company and contact information. We give you a tracker. You would be able to track those companies' contact. Record the message approach used for each outreach. You need to understand how you're doing this, what messages you're using, and then log the responses received and its sentiments. Because if you're trying to become a very good networker, which a lot of my mastermind members becoming, it's not only help you with the job, it helps you with going up the ladder. It helps you with the everything you do in your personal life. It helps you with the your relationships with your friends everywhere you go, especially when at some point you want to become a business owner or an entrepreneur. These are very important. So note if a meeting was booked from that interaction, because you start having interaction and you need to set up book calls. You need to set up coffee chats, and then after that you monitor follow-up status for ongoing engagement. Okay, makes sense. If it doesn't make sense to you, maybe you're not at the level to understand this knowledge, you need to go through our free challenge, or you can join our mastermind, and then you will understand what we're talking about, right? Because these are very deep information about networking and how you should set up your network and do the networking until you get that proper interview to get the job. Okay. And then step three is test, measure, and improve. You send each outreach approach to 20 relevant people. Then you review the response data for each approach. Then to keep this two strongest performing approach. Okay. After all you did, you want to keep two messages that you know have the biggest ROI. Then you retire the weakest performing approach. We don't want those approach that doesn't work for you. It might work for some other people, it might not work for you, and it depends on the industry, depends on who you are, your bio, your profile picture, a lot of playing factors we have in the system. But once you build the entire system, then you will start testing and then retiring the weakest performing approach, and then create a new variation to replace the retired one. We also do that in meta ads. In meta ads, when we do the advertising, these are the steps we take, and you will learn how to do that on a personal side, on a personal branding side. Because at the end of the day, you're selling yourself, you're selling your skill set to other people, to other companies, and it's very important to understand how you are measuring your approach for improvement. Because if you don't improve, you might not get that job very fast or very easy. If you improve, you can reduce your time frame from 6 months to 3 months, from 3 months to 2 months, and 1 month. I just had a call with another winner. She got a well over 100k, almost 200k job in Orange County, California. She was able to get that in 2 months, and she was telling me she was looking for the job for 1 year before she got to know us, and then when she joined our program, in 2 months and a half, she got a well over 100k job, and she was very happy. I'm going to share that interview with you soon. So because she followed the system. And then step four, you repeat the experiment. After approximately every 20 message, you review response and meeting booking rates. And by meeting, you can call it coffee chat, you can call it interviews, and we'll talk about that in details in the mastermind. What are the difference? What are the different type of meetings you need to understand and you need to attend? Because not all the meetings are the same, guys. Okay, and I will talk about this in the next slide. So small, consistent improvement compound quickly. You need to lead significant, which leads significantly to higher success over time. Okay, we just want to reduce the time to job, because every month passes by, you're losing money. Every month passes by, you're jobless. You're losing. If the job's supposed to be 100k, you're losing 10,000 a month. If you're at the 200k level, which she was, it's $20,000 a month. So every month passes by, you don't have a job, $20,000 plus living costs. Five, if you're in Orange County, perhaps 8K. So 28K negative every month. Think about it. You have to stop that. And this system I teach you, that will stop that. That will save you a lot of months of losing $28,000 a month. And then you build a focused target list. It's not like you do randomly. You have to have 15 target companies and 10 professionals in each company. So 150 potential connections. Sharpen your message on lower priority companies first, then practice with those. Go to the target companies. I don't want you to go to the target companies and lose them right off the bat. Okay, that's not how it works. You need to work with lowest priority, practice, reframe, and change your approach and you have a solid approach when you go to dream company. Okay, what most people do is reach out to their number one dream company first, still guessing at what message works, often lead to wasted opportunities. But what actually works, you sharpen your message on lower priority companies first, use your strongest data tested approach on contacts that matters the most. You understand? You follow? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. So actionable step. Do this today. Write down your three outreach approaches. A, B, C for one target company. You start with one dream company. Start a simple tracker: company, approach, use, response, status. Okay. And when I say dream company, you can have 10 dream company. It shouldn't be one. It should be the same industry, but you can go for 10 dream company and then prioritize it. Number one goes on the top, number 10 goes at the bottom. You start the bottom. You start at the bottom of your dream company list and then send all three approaches to five people, each at the lower priority company. Okay. If it doesn't make sense again to you, you need to go through the program. You need to understand the program. We talk about the details, step by step blueprint we have on how you should do this and how you can do the fishing out of the LinkedIn. Okay. So, and once you start doing this, guys, you will have questions. That's why we have weekly Q&A. You bring your questions for real time feedback and sharpening from me on Thursday calls. Thursday, 5 p.m. PST, we have Alex Weekly Q&A touchpoint in the mastermind. These are only happening in mastermind because these are real coaching. We cannot give you in the free community. Okay. And then Monday, 4 p.m., we have extra interview practice session. If you're struggling with interviews, you join Mondays. Again, on Wednesday, we have another interview gym at Alex Masters. We call it Alex Masters or interview gym. You come there, you practice, you learn how to talk, you speak in front of 20 other people, you get evaluated, you get responses, and then you sharpen your skill set. So these three sessions will make magic. These three sessions are the reason a lot of our members are fine tuning their approach and they are going for amazing jobs: 100K, 200K, 300K jobs. And it's happening live in real time. Stay tuned for my next win. Like every week, we're sharing wins, a bunch of wins, not just one win, because people are following the blueprint and this blueprint is solid, bulletproof. It gets you the job. So if you want to start, go to alexcoaching.org/start. Okay. Don't wait another month. You're losing a lot of time. You're losing a lot of money on the table. Change your career and life forever. This is your opportunity. This is your chance. If you don't want to join, it's totally okay. I understand that. You can take this free information and build your life and career forever. That's a guarantee. I always tell you, you can also do that. No string attached. We don't expect anything from you. But if you want extra coaching, if you want to go next level, I give you $100,000 plus worth of education, content, coaching for almost free, for a fraction of a paycheck. It's a no brainer. That's what people are dying to join us. Okay, so if you're one of those people who want a better future, want to change your life, and again, go watch that interview with another winner we had. She was telling me that an entire life change. It's not just one job or the other. It's the entire mindset. It's the entire life. And if you don't believe me, just go watch our success stories. I'm not I'm not making this up. I'm just transforming people in real time and I'm sharing their experiences. It's nothing that I make on my own. It's just sharing what other people are going through. And that's real. It's transformation is real. Okay, guys. So without further ado, if you want my coaching, if you want to attend those three sessions per week, that is life changing. If you want access to the best professionals, immigrant in North America, US, Canada, that is Mastermind. Go to the alexcoaching.org/start, book your discovery call. Let's have a conversation. Let's see if you get accepted and how we can help you. Okay, cool. So